cukup kasih sayang. Let's talk about that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm gonna talk about phrases yang kita selalu dengar. Dah cukup kasih sayang. Nak beli roti tak? Okay. Kita selalu dengar kan phrases tu. Orang tu selalu cakap. Tak tu lah, orang sekarang pun selalu cakap. Dia ni mesti tak cukup kasih sayang. And I feel like it's literally true. Sebab when I get involved on this work, self-growth, psychology, it always started with childhood and how the guardian or parents not there enough for their children. Itu yang aku rasa macam okay, baru aku faham. Dulu aku sebut je tapi aku tak berapa faham istilah tu kan. Lepas tu now macam barulah macam like now I understand apa yang dimaksudkan dengan tak cukup kasih sayang. And it's not a bad thing actually. Yeah, somehow it heartbreaking lah bila kita tengok a child tu tak dapat the love, the care, the safety, the macam nak kata like empathy dari parent dia. Bukan aku cakap juga macam nak kena manja sangat ke apa ke tak, tapi like some people tak dapat pun macam like safety. Dia tak rasa selamat pun kat rumah dia. So imagine nak grow up dalam situasi yang macam tu. And disebabkan dia tak pernah rasa selamat. Do you think that person know what safe feels like? Bukan nak salahkan parents, we know dia limitation kan. Tapi we have to acknowledge juga je lah apa that thing make kid kata kesan daripada child tu kan. Itu yang aku rasa macam like tak cukup kasih sayang. Memang betul lah. Tak cukup rasa safe, tak cukup rasa cared for, tak cukup rasa love. And aku tarik balik lah. Aku used to like pandang rendah pada golongan-golongan generasi terdahulu. But turns out they know better. So yeah, tak cukup kasih sayang. And the hard truth is, perasaan tak cukup kasih sayang tu, perasaan yang timbul kan, feelings, trauma, wound yang timbul akibat situasi yang tak cukup kasih sayang ni, tak ada siapa pun boleh bagi enough kasih sayang tu melainkan kita. Sebab kita dah tak boleh reverse dah masa. And kita tak boleh harapkan parents kita nak bagi sekarang. Sebab this is not the time untuk kita dapat. Dia macam tak sama. We can tend to ourselves now. We can give ourselves safety. give ourselves care, love. So kalau diorang bagi pun dah tak sama. And it's like benda tu jadi generational. For example, my family, like my mom being passed down from her parents. So my grandmother pula being passed down by dia punya parents juga. So if we gonna have child, this is the thing that we have to learn to let not pass down benda ni. It's not like aku tak nak jadi macam parents aku macam tu. No. At all macam something like, parents aku dulu buat macam ni, aku tak nak jadi buat macam ni. No. Like, it's our, bila kita belajar nak bagi the healthy way care to our children, kita pun belajar untuk bagi kat diri kita juga. It doesn't mean sacrifice, but it means like the best we can lah, I think. Benda ni nak cakap pun payah sebab dia tak ada measurement. And somehow umur aku sekarang ni dah 38 tahun, apa yang aku rasa dalam hidup aku rasa is supposed to happen. Kalau tak, aku tak akan rasa aware kot. Tak cukup kasih sayang. And sometimes terlebih kasih sayang pun dia boleh jadi satu isu juga. Because I have kenalan yang macam tu lah kan. Kenalan lah kan. I feel like bila tak tahulah kita daripada sudut yang luar ni, kita tengok dia perfect hidup dia. Her parents like care so much about her. Her like siblings care so much about her. But still I feel like she feel like the world is against her. When I see her, then I don't know what's wrong. And I talked to my friend the other day, like, there's no point to blame our parents. Yeah, I agree. But it doesn't take the right that it happened. And she said, like, my friend actually said to me, like, kalau dia orang minta maaf pun, benda dah jadi. Yeah, true. Yeah. I think that's all from me for this video. I'm quite speechless, I think. Until next time. Bye.